Hey everyone, it's Leanne. Welcome back to DIY Beauty on Purpose. Today I am bringing you 4 farmhouse DIYs. 3 are signs and 1 is a picture frame. I hope you love them. I know I absolutely love every one of them and I can't wait to show you. Alright, so we are kicking things off with this let's see, Dollar Tree picture frame that I used for one of my 4th of July DIYs. After 4th of July, I took everything down and I decided to keep this frame because it was in great shape and I had already spray painted it white. So I said, why not? Let's use it. And then I got these paint stirring sticks from Amazon. They come a whole bunch in a box and they're very inexpensive. I'll have my Amazon store link down below, and I have them in my Amazon store if you're interested. So basically, I'm just going to place them on the back of the frame using hot glue, and I'm going to leave about 1/4 of an inch in between each. Now I'm alternating the little curved part from each stick, one going up, one going down. That way they're not all facing the same way, leaving a kind of like a, I don't know, like a weird mark, but that way is spread out through each side of the frame. You can certainly leave the stirring sticks in that natural wood color, which I think it's beautiful. Or you can stain them because these are wood and they will stain. But if you're going to stain them, just make sure that you place the ruler part of the stick facing to the back. So see, like right there, you can see that the inches and the measurement parts. So put that towards the back. But in this case, I didn't mind that they were facing that way because I am going to paint them using Rust-Oleum chalk paint in the linen white. And I'm going to do a heavy dry brush technique. Basically, dry brushing is you just have a very little amount of paint on your brush while you are brushing it. But in this case, I am adding just a heavier amount, but I'm still going to leave some of the wood showing through because I want it to have a distressed look. I am using a chippy brush. These are my preferred brushes to do DIYs with. The only thing I don't do with them is paint furniture. Anything else, I really love using them. They're very inexpensive and they last a while. So as you can tell, there's that rustic farmhouse distress look that I was looking for. Once it was dry, it was time to add some greenery to the bottom left of the frame. And this greenery I got from At Home. I can try to find a link, but I know their florals are very seasonal, so I'm not sure if I can find one. But yeah, it came in a little bunch and they were really good quality, and I just thought one branch would be just perfect for this frame. And I thought about using hot glue to secure it, but I decided to use just jute twine. I like to avoid using hot glue on my florals because I feel like it allows them to last longer. Basically, I just did like an X in the front of the greenery. That way it's nice and secure, and I just made a very tight knot in the back. And then I went on to add a clip for a photo. Now you can add one of those like black clips that you can find on Amazon, Walmart, anywhere. But in this case, I wanted to add this clothespin. I just thought it would look cute. The wood tone matches the little wood tones coming through the paint sticks, and some hot glue did the work. And I just found eyed out kind of like the middle of that top right side, and I left enough space to put on about a 5x7 picture. And then I thought something was missing, so I added a bow using jute rope. This jute rope I got on Amazon. It is also in my Amazon store. And again, the link to my Amazon store is down below. And I just placed it with hot glue on the stem of the greenery. I'm not one to use many bows on my decorations, but every once in a while I feel like it will look really cute. And in this case, I agree. It looked super cute, and I think it finished it off. And then that's it. I placed a photo of me and my husband on our wedding day, and I just thought it looked so cute, so romantic, and so farmhouse.
Look out, here she comes. too bad she'll never know. Yeah, I can't tell her how I feel, because she has someone who makes her happy. I'm a ghost in these
Alright guys, so for
walls.
my second DIY, I am using foam board from the Dollar Tree. This is a leftover piece that I still have from other projects. I never throw them away because you never know when you'll use them. And this was a big piece, so definitely did not throw them away. So I cut just a random piece. I wasn't looking for a specific size, but if I were to say it's about an 18 by 12, give or take. But yeah, I'm just making sure that the edges are as straight as possible. You can also sand down very lightly the edges and it'll smooth them down. In this case, I didn't need it because I'm going to add a little frame and you'll see that here in a minute. But if you're looking to do other projects, you can certainly sand down the edges of these foams from the Dollar Tree and it'll smooth it out. So once I had the size and the edges that I wanted to add just one coat of the Rust-Oleum chalk paint in the linen white. And it seems pointless because it's white, but when you look at it in real life, in person, you can see the paint versus the paper from the foam board. So I just wanted to add at least one coat to just give it that paint effect. And I don't want it to look like foam board. I want it to look like a wood sign. So once that was dry, I am now taking these large popsicle sticks or tongue suppressors. I don't know what they're called. And I'm just going to cut. And as I go, I'm going to start hot gluing on the edges and it'll just create a little frame for it. So I am cutting as I go because sometimes I needed some longer than others. So I didn't pre-cut everything. I just cut as I went. And these clippers, I think they're called, I also have it on my Amazon store down below. And they hot glue so well to foam board. I mean, really everything hot glues well to foam board, but I didn't need anything else. So I went all around, as you can see. And now I'm going to take these decals from the Dollar Tree, which I am so obsessed with them. I own a Cricut machine and I can cut whatever I want, but I know a lot of you do not have them. So I try my best to give you options on what you can do. So these decals are a great alternative. You can cut them. I cut these all the time and I use them as I want. Like in this case, I had already used a portion of the decal. Now I'm going to use another portion and I still have a little portion left. So I really like them. They stick well, they last, and they're only $1. So even if you change your decor like I do all the time and you need to either get rid of it, gift them, or even sometimes, unfortunately, throw them away, you're not spending a lot of money, and that's the beauty of it. So once I had the decal where I wanted it, I am now going to add some succulents. These are from Dollar Tree. I know. They're beautiful. And the texture, some of these have like a very soft texture. Loving them. I mean, they're just so beautiful. So I'm just going to hot glue them to the upper left hand corner of the frame. And again, I'm just eyeing out where I want to put them. And that'll be it for this one. I'm just going to hot glue them as I see fit and as I like to see them. And then in the back, I didn't show it, but I just added a little jute twine, a loop of a jute twine with hot glue. And that was what I used to hang the frame from. And that is it.
Look out, here she comes, the woman that I love. It's too bad she'll never know. Yeah, I can't tell her how I feel, because she has someone who makes her happy. I'm a ghost in these walls, or at least I try to be. Cause I hope that I'm not showing how I feel for her.
All right, guys, so on to DIY number 3. This sign I made in one of my winter DIY videos, and I just thought, hey, I'm going to change it because I need something in my kitchen above my sink, and I think it'd be super cute to have a little wood sign. So I did not need this anymore. I did not want it anymore, and that is the beauty of making your own signs, is that if you don't have the finances to go out and buy more wood or buy a new sign, but you have some paint, hey, get it going, right? Just paint over it, do what you need to do, and have fun. I cut this sign or these words using my Cricut, as I mentioned earlier. Um, it's just one that I already had that I purchased off of Cricut Design Space, and I'm using transfer tape to just place it on top. And that is it. I mean, this is like the simplest thing ever. And yes, the frame was already built because I built it with wood when I made this sign for my winter decorations. But if you have anything else in your home that you already have, again, you can just paint over it and make it as you want. So this one, super cute, very farmhouse, and I love it.
Look out, here she comes, the woman that I love. It's too bad she'll never know. Yeah, I can't tell her how I feel, because she has someone who makes her happy. I'm a ghost in these walls, or at least I try to be.
All right, guys, so on to my final DIY number 4. I'm here in my garage looking for a piece of scrap wood or paneling, to be more exact, because I want to make this one a little larger. This is going to be a farmhouse sign that I'm going to use in my kitchen, but it's going to be in between my kitchen and my master bedroom. So I'm looking for something a little in the larger side, and even if I have to cut it. But I actually ended up finding this one, which was perfect size for what I needed. I get my pieces of scrap wood from the hardware store in their scrap area. Very, very inexpensive. So you guys should check that out if you can safely go to the hardware store. All right, so I dusted it off, cleaned it off, and then I am going to add 2 coats of white chalk paint. This is, again, the Rust-Oleum and the linen white, and my chippy brush. And yeah, the first coat always looks very sloppy, but that's just how it is. And I actually thought I was going to need a third coat, which sometimes you do when you have very dark base surface, but I only needed 2. It worked with 2. I was very happy. So then I grabbed my permanent Sharpie or permanent marker. In this case, it's Sharpie, but you can use any one you want. And a bowl from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to trace a circle. Just trace the bowl. And then once I have that trace, I am going to use the same bowl and trace another circle just off side of it. So a little bit off side of it. And I was having issues with this permanent marker. It was just not pigmented enough. So I tried switching it and it wasn't working out. So I ended up just having to use it. And then I did it once again. I used the bowl and I did a third circle, just also off-centered or offset from the original one, making sure they're all in different areas, but they're all the same size. So that's exactly what I was looking for. And then again, I am using a decal from the Dollar Tree that I have already used for another project. As you can tell, it's all cut up. But I am going to use the Open Your Heart portion of it and cut it up to fit the circle. And I'm just going to place it very lightly before I press on and kind of really make it stick, because that way I can always move it around. And even if you stick it and then you have to move it around, it actually works really well. So you see, I'm just placing it very lightly so that I can move them as needed. And the font is beautiful on this decal. I hope I can find it again. All right, so then once I had that done, it was time to add some greenery, of course, because I love my greenery. This is boxwood. And to be honest with you, I don't even remember where I got this because I got it so long ago. I want to say it was Walmart, but it was a long time ago. I have used it over and over and over again in my decorations, and it just keeps on going. I'm going to make kind of like a swag for the side, bottom side of the circle. And I'm going to wrap it around with some rope from the Dollar Tree and then secure it with hot glue. I just think this is actually a Pinterest inspired sign that I saw, and I just thought it was super cute and it would look amazing in my kitchen in this wall that I have. And so anyways, yeah, I'm just making sure that it's shaped to fit that side of the circle, and then with the hot glue secure it, and that'll be done with that swag. And then the last thing I had to do with the sign was add something to hang it from. You can add different things to sign. You can add a claw tooth hook on the back. You can hot glue rope on the back like I did with my second sign. But in this case, I wanted to drill a couple holes on the top. This is one of the thicker drill bits because the rope that I'm going to be placing is going to be on the thicker side. I'm eyeing out the holes. I know I should be measuring, but I like to eye things out. So yeah, just drilling it, and then I'm going to thread the rope from the back to the front so that I can tie knots in the front, and that way you can see the knot. And I don't want this rope to be like super long. I don't want it to hang long. I just want it to hang just enough. So I threaded it again and then knotted. And this rope is also from Amazon. The rope that I use on the swag is from Dollar Tree. I had that left over, but this rope is from Amazon, and I do have it on my Amazon store as well if you want to take a look at that. I'm using some painter's tape on that one because it wasn't threading well through the hole. But once that was that, I'm done. I mean, this is done. I'll put it up, and this is probably my absolute favorite of all. I'm so in love with this one. All right, guys, this is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'm so appreciative of you taking the time to watch. I appreciate your support. If you're visiting for the first time, consider subscribing and become part of our YouTube family. And if you're returning, thank you so much for returning. I hope you have a blessed day. I hope you are safe, and take care, my friends. Bye.
It's too bad she'll never know. Yeah, I can't tell her how I feel, because she has someone who makes her happy. I'm a ghost in these walls, or at least I try to be.